The Golden State Warriors have stormed out of the gate in the first few games of this season, not only getting wins against some top tier competition, but sending a clear message with a dominant defensive outing against the Clippers, holding them to under 80 points. Yes, you heard that right, under 80 points. The Clippers are a team that many analysts dubbed a quiet contender before the start of this season, and so far this revamped Warriors roster looks deeper, sharper, and more versatile than in years past, with new and returning faces all playing a big part in the team's hot start. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 60,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe that we can get there super fast. Alright, so let's start out talking defense, because the Warriors obviously have been using defense in the early part of this season to anchor their success. And when you have a guy like Jimmy Butler being that centerpiece, you're always going to be a defensive-minded team, even with a guy like Curry as your point guard, who is actually pretty defensive-minded in his own right as well. The Warriors are currently among the league leaders in defensive efficiency, surrendering under 105 points per 100 possessions, a top 5 mark through the first 5 games of the year. Opponents are shooting well under the league average effective field goal percentage against Golden State, which is a result of sharp perimeter contests and also disciplined interior rotations. Golden State's switch everything scheme has forced over 15 turnovers per game so far, most coming via steals and deflections, and fast break opportunities have been fueling their transition offense and early game runs. One player who I really especially have been surprised with early is Jonathan Kuminga. He had a brutal offseason with contract negotiations, kind of being stuck in a pickle of not knowing who really wanted him, if he even had a place on the Warriors or not, but now everything is settled, and with averages of 16.2 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game on 53.7% shooting, while starting in each of the Warriors' 5 games, Kuminga is now making a case to win one of the NBA's top end of the season awards. Many people across the NBA already view him as a top candidate for most improved player after the first week of the season. And again, I know it's still very early and there's a lot that has to unfold, but it is great to see Kuminga playing like this. Let's go back to the Memphis game and take a look at some of the game film. Right here, Kuminga starts to play himself on the right wing, and he realized the mismatch, so he crosses over left and attacks the rim. I know there is not really much to analyze and break down, but I just love to see this aggressive version of Kuminga that is looking to score, because this was not an easy one-handed finish at all with the defense in his face, but he made it look so effortless, and that aggression, make or miss, is going to build confidence throughout the season. Next up, same exact deal here. I just love this sequence all around from the Warriors. Pod swings it up top to Dre. Draymond gets it to Kuminga on the left wing, and he doesn't take a bad shot. He doesn't force it. He fakes and gets the inside step on his defender to the left. He puts his body into him and knocks him down, and then finishes the easy lay. This is just good aggressive basketball. This is asserting dominance. Now for the last play I want to show you, it's a defensive one. Watch this quick reaction from Kuminga inside to give help to Curry, who gets beat. It's this quick twitch that makes him an elite defender when he wants to be. I mean, his hands were an entire foot above the rim, making this the easiest block of his entire life. Now moving on, I want to talk more about the win over the Clippers and what it means for the Warriors going forward. This one was arguably the most complete performance the Warriors have shown so far, even in the past season. I mean, holding a team to under 80 is just unheard of in today's NBA. And it highlights how the team's revamped identity translates against a supposed contender. Golden State controlled the pace from the start, opening up to a 33-25 lead in the first quarter and then locking things down in the second half defensively. Jimmy Butler was definitely the story here. He played a masterclass game, finishing with 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. He also put on a clinic with his perimeter defense and strategic rotations. Butler and Curry formed a dual threat, with Curry adding 19 points and 8 assists, facilitating the offense and anchoring those rapid transition sequences you've been seeing on film. A key sequence came late in the third quarter when Butler and Moody drilled back-to-back threes, pushing the Warriors into a 78-63 lead, and that run completely deflated any momentum that the Clippers had, and it shows the value of having multiple shooters and playmakers who can punish defenses when they overcommit, so keep an eye out. Also, Pods and Quentin Post made big impacts in this game as well, so I certainly don't want to forget about them. The advanced stats definitely show how dominant the Warriors were in this game defensively. They forced 15 turnovers, they held the Clippers to just 36.6 shooting percentage overall, and the Clippers were a brutal 6 for 33 from behind the 3-point line. Kawhi Leonard and James Harden combined for 38 points, but most of those came against tough defense, especially in key stretches where Golden State threw multiple bodies and forced bad perimeter looks. The game's flow was defined by athletic help defense, quick rotations, and physical play in the paint. Zubac was the only Clipper who gave Golden State any sort of trouble on the boards with 13, but they still weren't nearly enough to shift the outcome. Taking a look at the box score, Jonathan Kuminga, he had 9 points in this game. He played 26 minutes. Also, he grabbed 5 rebounds. Draymond Green, he had 7 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. So about his normal stat line, he was really a big part of many facets of the game. Post had 12 points, 8 rebounds. That's a pretty solid performance out of him. Curry had 19 and 8 assists as well, so he was really facilitating. Jimmy Butler did it all. He had 21 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and he anchored the defense. Moody had 9 points. Pods had 12, he had 4 assists, and then 5 rebounds, and pretty much that was it. Al Horford had 4 points, and Buddy Hield had 3. No, he had 2 points, and he had 3 rebounds, my bad. But overall, really solid performance from the Warriors in pretty much every phase. Here's what some of the players themselves had to say about this performance in their post-game interviews.
Yeah, you got to stack them together, and again, his task is keep having fun, keep playing aggressive, keep the game simple, and it'll reward you. So we're all trying to do that, and whatever you can do to help the team win. And we need his energy, we need JK's energy. It's kind of like the opposite of last night. Like the stat lines won't necessarily scream as loud, but the intention, the energy, the execution of defensive strategy and all that type of stuff was there for everybody.
Jimmy, what are the biggest adjustments or growth development that you've seen from Quentin Post compared to last season?
I think his decision making, his passing, getting his feet set on screens, and then just like last season, it's a little bit more the confidence he has whenever he's out there on the floor, shooting the ball, putting the ball on the ground. That's real growth, and it's just because he's been putting the time in over the summer and training camp. He's so comfortable and with any 4 guys that you put out there.
That's really all I got for this video. The Warriors are really dominant, and I only expect them to figure things out even more as they get chemistry and get more games under their belt. I'm really excited to see what this team can do, and let me know what you guys thought about this game and this win in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly means the world. And until next time, I will see you all later.